Two, three, four. This is sound check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So this is what the Osmo Pocket looks and sounds like while driving a car, and the audio quality of it. So you'll note that there's two microphones on the Osmo Pocket, which is great. I think that gives it a way better ability to capture audio. It's got a front facing, well, it's kind of like a rear. It's located at the bottom of the actual Osmo itself, but you know, it's probably, you know, more for capturing YouTube style recording like what I'm doing right now. And then it's got a rear facing microphone which is pointing directly at me right now. You know, I've done some recordings. I listen to a lot of content on YouTube, especially with regards to audio, which the Osmos are, you know, if you've ever had Osmo or Osmo Plus, they're terrible, absolutely terrible audio. You know, they released a little 3.5mm microphone, which was a joke because it just picked up the motor noise of the engine of the Osmos. But I mean, this one's really, the audio quality in the recordings I've done so far and the research I've done on the internet, it really is a good microphone. I think it's good enough for what, you know, people need it to be, which is just you know, a selfie style audio recording. Obviously you're not doing a high-end production recording here. What's interesting is they want to release the USB-C to 3.5mm adapter, which can plug in the bottom, and you can do external audio. Where you're going to attach that microphone to, I do not know. I don't think they've thought that far ahead. I've not seen any kind of release of any kind of mounts or anything that denote any kind of you know, threads or any mounts with what you can put a microphone to. So, you know, I'm sure some manufacturer somewhere globally is going to think of something and release a piece of plastic that you can slot this into or attach it to, and you're going to be golden. But yeah, this is what the audio sounds like. Again, you know, I've been really impressed by it, and you know, I've noticed when you're inside a room and it's a controlled environment, it does come out very clear. It is very usable. But obviously when you start introducing acoustical challenges like what I'm doing right now with the engine noise and various things rustling around, it's obviously going to be impacted. And obviously when you get outside, you're prone to wind sensitivity and any kind of sound pollution that you might get out there. But quite honestly, when I've done my recordings so far outdoors, as long as it's quiet, it's pretty usable. Again, it's just susceptible to acoustical challenges just by your environment, but the same could be said for any microphone, no matter which one you purchase. So yeah, I mean, I'd love to hear what you think about this particular audio test in general. Again, it's in a vehicle traveling, so we've got some interesting things going on. This is a stair check. 1, 2, 3. Going up a bunch of stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a sound check as well. So I'm doing two things at once now. I'm doing a sound check and a stair check. This is all auto focus, auto settings, 4K, 24 frames. So we'll see how it looks. Hopefully it sounds good as well. Is it smooth? Seems pretty on the screen, so leave a comment below. Out of breath as well. Whew. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to run through some of the things that I like and dislike about the DJI Pocket Osmo. Some of the things, I'll start off with some of the things that I'm not a particular fan of. Maybe picky, but it would be really nice if this was a magnetic connection as opposed to this little dimple thing here. It'd be great for it to just lock back in place. Also, instead of carrying around this case, it would be great if they could just include a gimbal cover like they do with the drones. You have to carry around this. It would be nice to slot something in that just does that. I went on to Amazon, and apparently there's some sellers already selling that product. It's available online. It's probably about $5 thereabouts. So I'm going to be investing in one of those instead of having to carry around one of these giant things. My next pet peeve is the lack of zoomability. You can cheat with the 4K if you go into 1080 slow 120 frame slow-mo mode. It kind of crops in almost like 4 times or thereabouts. The fact that you don't have a zoom function is a little challenging. I'm sure that'll be coming along with a new release, a new upgrade, and a new update. The 3.5 audio extension issue to USB-C is challenging because where it is actually based on the actual device itself, which is at the very bottom of the device. Obviously for folks that want to plug it in and just do some audio work, it's going to be a little bit more difficult now that the audio capabilities underneath the device are not out of one side. Another pet peeve is the screen size. It is a little small. It's difficult if you're somebody who is struggling with their eyesight. You're going to have problems with this screen size. Another pet peeve of mine is the protruding either USB-C or Lightning cable out the side of the device. When you want to place this in your pocket, when you put it in your case here, it's got a little hole here where it recognizes that you keep the cable in, and it pokes out. So if you're like placing this in a pocket in your jeans or in the jacket, it can snag and has the potential to kind of bite into your clothes, so to speak. Another pet peeve, why a new DJI app? You've got DJI Go, DJI 4. The Osmo's never created a new app. Why is it that the Pocket has the Mimo app? It's a little frustrating to have to download yet another app just for this product. Another pet peeve was, on the initial release on the firmware upgrade that I got with this Pocket Osmo, there is no story mode. It looks like a great feature, but it's not included, so I can't play around with that. Another pet peeve of mine is on the bottom of the device where the USB-C is, there's no thread for any kind of tripod or any kind of mount that you can kind of screw into something, and there's no kind of 3/4 inch screw threads anywhere on this device. It's a little frustrating if you wanted to be able to mount this in some capacity. Another thing I've noticed when recording over 5 minutes in 4K, the video splits. I recorded a 10-minute segment the other day and it was in 2 5-minute portions. And that's really it for my pet peeves. Going on to what I really like about the Pocket Osmo. First off, face tracking. This is great. I'm going to demonstrate it now. I'm going to move around. It's tracking me. It's doing a really nice job of it, and that's great that this is included in this technology. It's really useful for vloggers and people who just need to move around. Another great thing is when you buy this product, you're really going to be blown away with the size of it. I mean, we all know that it is designed for the pocket and designed to be placed in it, but you really can't prepare yourself to when you actually see the unit in your hand just how tiny it is. Another positive thing is battery life. Over 2 hours at 4K record time, I think is more than plenty enough. It's a great feature. Another thing that I like about the Osmo Pocket is that it does come with a monitor. All of the prior Osmos, whether it's the Osmo or the Osmo Plus, did not come with it. There was other manufacturers that come out with this similar product called, I think it was Remevo, where it did have an actual screen in it. But it's great that this product comes with a monitor and you can see what's going on. Another positive is that it's a touchscreen monitor as well. There's no having to thumb through a wheel to select things. It's very intuitive. You can just thumb up, thumb down, left, right, and such forth, and you can choose your features and functions there. Another thing that's really positive about this product is the gimbal quality. Obviously, coming from DJI, that they're very good when it comes to gimbal products. So the fact that this has that backing and that history of the company, it's great. Another thing which I'm really impressed with for this product is the audio quality. The fact that it has 2 microphones, both facing me right now, which is rear facing, and then outbound facing as well. I think it's really an improvement. If you've ever used Osmo or Osmo Plus, the original Osmos, the audio was absolutely diabolical. It would be recording the engine noises of the motors of the gimbal moving around, and it was almost unusable. You really had to do a third-party microphone out and have it well away from your device to pick up good quality. The fact that this has got great audio quality, it's very usable audio quality. Straight out the box is fantastic. I'm very excited to see where USB-C to 3.5mm adapter comes in and how that's going to integrate with the product. Next thing that I'm a particular fan of, again, I mentioned it before, it is the story mode. It looks great on the adverts for the DJI release, promotional release content that they've released. I'm very interested to play around with that when it does come out. Also, another thing that I really like about this product is the Pro mode. When you attach the actual phone, and it allows you to go into navigate away from your basic settings onto your professional settings. You can start messing around with all of the deep features that come with this device, so that's a great feature. Another thing that I like really about this is the boot up time. I'd love to have like a GoPro where it's one touch record from it being turned off and go straight into a record mode. You do turn it on within 2-3 seconds. It is active and you can then navigate to record, which is pretty quick. But I'd love to have a one touch record feature, but the fact that this boots up real quick is really nice. And finally, it's worth watching out for when you do first boot on and you're not connected to your phone. Do take a look up your top right screen. The battery icon flashes up how much battery's been used. I don't know why it comes up and then goes away. It'd be great to still have that over, maybe imprinted over the actual battery itself. But the fact that you can see how much you're actually using your charge on your device is really useful, if not just for the first few seconds. This concludes what I like and dislike about the Pocket Osmo.
Send on my started fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying